Today we're going to talk about vertical blinds. Very, very popular at one time. Today most people use them on sliding glass doors. They're still one of the better products for sliding glass doors. We're going to go over the components, pieces that you can fix, things that you can do to repair some items, and also when it's time just to get another one. First step is on operation. Verticals come with a chain and a cord or a wand mechanism. Today there's more wand mechanisms. When you have a chain and a cord, the vertical must be tilted like this before you pull it off the window. If you don't do that, you will actually break the working mechanisms and you'll have to purchase another vertical. The leading cause for a vertical not working is when somebody looks through a vertical like this. And what inevitably happens is the slats overlap wrong, and then you go to pull them and you have this going on. If you just keep pulling them, you're going to break the carrier up inside the headrail, and at that point you just need to buy a new vertical. It's not worth repairing. So anytime you see your vertical slats like this, we all have kids, dogs, this happens, all you have to do is go like that and your vertical will essentially last forever. But if people are going through them like this and then you're cranking on them or tilting them, it'll snap the gears in the headrail. At that point, can it be fixed? Yes, but it's cheaper to buy a new one than to actually repair it. So we're going to go over a few of the parts. This is the valance, and the valance goes across, covers the headrail. The corner, this is a vertical corner return, and this holds the valance to the return piece. Sometimes when kids are playing, these things will fall down and these pieces will break. So this is a vertical corner piece. Now to take the vertical valance down, they're just clips and the whole unit just comes off just like that. There's a couple different variations, but they're all very, very similar to this. Now, the most common breakage on a vertical is when a slat will break. Okay? The slat is held by a clip in the headrail that pinches the top. Oftentimes the slat will break and the slat will be on the ground. That's one of the easy fixes. You buy verticals from us, you can call us and we'll send you a vertical patch kit. So when this piece is broken and it won't stay in the hook, what you do is that this piece is meant to go on the outside of the vertical slat, and you just use normal super glue, apply it generously, and go like this, hold it for 5 minutes, and then you just go ahead and plug it back in. Okay? And that will fix a broken slat. The problem with the slats is that the colors, the dye lots change almost yearly. So if you have a vertical that's more than 2 years old, very unlikely you can buy just one slat. So that's why we provide the vertical repair kits, so that solves that problem. Now, this is the actual headrail. In order to take the headrail down, what you have to do is remove all the slats. And how you do that is that you want to tilt the slat, and it has a clip. So you want to move the clip open and pull the slat down. And you do that by pushing it and bending it back. So that's how quickly you should be able to take down a vertical slat. Anytime you take them down, for painting, repair, always make sure the slats are laying flat. You do not want to leave them like this, because if you leave them like this, they won't close properly, they will warp. So I'm going to set these on the floor. Now you're left with a vertical headrail. Sometimes you can purchase just a new headrail, and they'll come with new brackets. Taking a vertical headrail down is usually very easy. They're all very similar. Under the back side of the bracket, there's a tab, and you push that tab, and it releases the headrail down. So if you're wanting to send a headrail in for repair, you can, but oftentimes the postage is more money and the shipping is more money than just buying a new piece. Reinstallation of the vertical head rail. You can see the head rail has a lip that catches the front of the bracket. Snap it in. Snap it in. Now, this is a vertical valance clip. This is what actually holds the valance up. Some vertical brackets have a piece like this built on, and in that case you just slide the top of the valance into the top of the bracket. Can be done either way. No way is better than the other. Then what you want to do is put your slats up. And they go back up one at a time, and you just push them nicely until you hear a click. Once they're up, turn, make sure they work. Reslide, put the balance on, and you're done. Now, as far as pricing, verticals have a wide range of price, and it's usually determined by the material. Sometimes the material looks the exact same, but it's a different thickness, and the thickness is where the quality comes from. The thickness is what keeps it dark. Cheaper stuff will glow pink as the sun goes through it. When you have a vertical, or if you just move into a house, you don't know where you bought it from. If the head rail's working, sometimes it's worth replacing the slats if you can get the slats at a decent price. Most of the time it's not. A unit about this size runs from about $150 to about $300, depending again on the material. A nice good quality one you can get for about $175. So if you're not fixing it yourself, it's generally not worth having a professional come out, assess the problem, find out where it came from, order the parts, because it's generally cheaper just to buy a new one. But if you have a couple slats that are broken, putting a vertical repair kit on it, that's easy enough. Or if you're missing a return or a valance, that's easy enough. That's vertical blinds.